In the vastness of space, the galaxy was buzzing with excitement. Great empires of different alien species gathered for a grand event, the Galactic Show of Power. This was a time when each empire would showcase its strongest ships and greatest warriors. Colorful ships filled the skies, each more magnificent than the last. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation. The leaders of the most powerful empires sat in their command centers, watching the displays with pride. Among them were the mighty Zarkonians, known for their swift and deadly warships. The towering Krathans, with their massive dreadnoughts, loomed over the others. They exchanged glances, confident in their superiority. They believed they had nothing to fear from the smaller species of the galaxy, especially from Earth, a planet they considered insignificant. Suddenly, a shadow loomed over the event. A massive shape emerged from the darkness of space, slowly revealing itself. It was unlike anything the aliens had ever seen before. The ship was colossal, with a sleek, dark hull that gleamed under the starlight. It was the UNS Titan, Earth's first supercarrier, a marvel of human engineering. Its size was so vast that it blocked out stars as it moved. The aliens gasped in disbelief. Murmurs rippled through the crowd as they realized that this was no ordinary ship. Some leaders shook their heads, unsure if it was even real. "Can humans really control such a giant?" one Zarkonian commander asked, disbelief in his voice. They had thought humans were weak and primitive, but this ship challenged everything they believed. As the Titan glided into view, its advanced technology became clear. The ship had bright lights that flashed in patterns, and strange symbols adorned its hull. The aliens could see small crafts flying around it, darting back and forth like fireflies. These were Earth's fighter jets, ready to defend their supercarrier at a moment's notice. Despite the Titan's presence, Earth remained silent. There were no messages or warnings sent to the other empires. This only fueled the uncertainty and fear among the alien leaders. They gathered in their command rooms, whispering among themselves. "What does this mean?" one Krathan asked, a hint of worry creeping into his voice. "What do humans want with a ship like this?" Meanwhile, on the Titan, Captain Sarah Thompson stood on the bridge, her heart racing. She could see the alien fleets through the ship's massive windows. This was her moment to show the galaxy that humanity was not to be underestimated. She knew that the Titan was equipped with technology that could change the course of their future. But she also understood that they needed to be careful. "Prepare to send a message," Captain Thompson ordered. The crew sprang into action, their movements quick and precise. The ship's communication systems hummed to life as they crafted a message to the galaxy. It was time to show everyone what humans could do. Back in the alien command rooms, tension grew. The leaders of the different empires were divided. Some felt threatened by the Titan and wanted to confront it, while others suggested caution. "We should wait and see what they do," a wise elder Zarkonian advised. Rushing in could lead to war, but the desire to prove their strength burned brightly in the hearts of many. As they debated, the Titan sent its first message. "We are the crew of the UNS Titan. We come in peace. Stay clear of our territory and we will not engage." The message echoed through the command rooms, leaving an uneasy silence in its wake. The alien leaders looked at each other, uncertainty filling the air. What did this mean? Were humans truly strong enough to defend themselves? The galaxy held its breath, waiting for the next move. The presence of the Titan had shaken the very foundations of power, and no one could predict what would happen next. As the Titan floated majestically in space, it became a symbol of hope and fear, sparking curiosity and dread in the hearts of those who witnessed its arrival. The galaxy had never seen a human ship like this, and with it came a promise of change. Would humanity rise to the challenge, or would they prove the naysayers right? Only time would tell as the UNS Titan floated in the vastness of space. A sense of unease spread among the gathered alien fleets. The presence of the supercarrier had changed everything. Many leaders were eager to test its strength, hoping to show that they were still the most powerful in the galaxy. They could not accept the idea that humans, once thought to be weak, might possess such an incredible ship. The leaders of the Zarkonians and Krathans held a secret meeting on their flagship, a colossal vessel named the Krathan Dominator. "We must act now," said Commander Vrax, a fierce Zarkonian with a sharp glare. "We cannot let this human ship challenge our power. Let us send a fleet to confront it." The Krathan leader, High Admiral Zethar, nodded in agreement. "A show of strength will remind the galaxy that we are not to be trifled with." We will attack the Titan and see how it responds." The other leaders murmured their approval, their confidence growing. They believed that a quick strike would end any doubts about their might. Meanwhile, aboard the Titan, Captain Sarah Thompson and her crew monitored the situation closely. They had intercepted the plans of the alien fleets and understood what was coming. "They think they can intimidate us?" Sarah said, her voice steady. "But we are ready. Let's show them what humanity can do." The Titan activated its advanced defense systems. Turrets moved into position, and drones buzzed around the ship, ready for action. The crew felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. They knew they were part of something important. This was not just a test of the ship's power, but a test of humanity's place in the galaxy. As the alien fleets approached, the tension in the air grew thick. The Zarkonian and Krathan ships moved forward, their weapons charged and ready. "Prepare to fire," Commander Vrax ordered, his eyes fixed on the Titan. The alien ships loomed closer, and a sense of anticipation filled the bridge of the Dominators. Suddenly, the Titan sent out a warning message. "This is the UNS, Titan. You are entering a restricted area. Stand down or face the consequences." The voice was calm, but the message was clear. The alien fleets laughed, thinking that humans could not back up their words. "Fire!" Vrax shouted, and beams of energy shot from the Zarkonian ships, illuminating the darkness of space. The blasts raced toward the Titan, but the Supercarrier was ready. With a flick of a switch, Sarah activated the ship's shield and a bright barrier appeared around it. The energy blasts hit the shield and shattered like glass, sending sparks flying in all directions. The alien leaders were stunned. They had expected the Titan to falter under their attack, but instead, it stood strong. "What kind of ship is this?" Zethar asked, disbelief in his voice. "We must regroup!" Before the alien fleets could retreat, the Titan launched its drones into battle. These small crafts zipped through space armed with laser cannons. They swarmed the alien ships, firing accurately and quickly. The alien fleets tried to fight back, but their surprise was clear. Humanity had come prepared. The battle raged on, and the aliens were caught off guard. The Titan demonstrated its advanced technology, evading attacks with agility and firing back with powerful strikes. Alien ships began to fall, their commanders scrambling to maintain control. In the heat of battle, the Titan's crew worked as a team. They communicated seamlessly, focusing on their tasks. Sarah led them with confidence, her voice steady over the comms. "Keep firing! We can show them what humanity is made of." As the tide of the battle turned, the alien leaders felt panic rising. They had underestimated humans, and now they were losing. Many ships were damaged, and some began to flee. The once mighty empires were in disarray, realizing that they had misjudged the capabilities of the Titan. With a final push, the Titan unleashed its full might. The drones swarmed like bees, overwhelming the remaining alien ships. The Zarkonians and Krathans, who had come to show their strength, were now retreating, humiliated by their failure. As the last alien ship disappeared into the stars, a cheer erupted from the crew of the Titan. They had faced their first test of strength and emerged victorious. Captain Sarah Thompson felt pride swell in her chest. Humanity had proven itself in a galaxy that once doubted them. But deep down, she knew this was just the beginning. Other empires would take notice, and the galaxy was far from safe. The Titan had changed the game, and now all eyes were on Earth. In the heart of the galaxy, the Galactic Council convened in a massive space station called the Celestial Spire. This station floated majestically among the stars, its sleek design reflecting the power and prestige of the Council. Leaders from different species gathered to discuss the recent events surrounding the UNS Titan. The atmosphere was tense as the Council members took their seats. The Zarkonian representative, Commander Vrax, was the first to speak. His sharp eyes scanned the room, filled with alien leaders and their advisors. "We must address the threat posed by the humans," he declared. "Their supercarrier has shown that they are not to be underestimated. We must act now before they become a greater danger." The Krathan High Admiral Zethar nodded in agreement. "I witnessed their battle tactics firsthand. They fought with surprising skill and power. We underestimated them, and now we are paying the price." His voice was grave, and many in the room exchanged worried glances. An elder Iltharian, known for their wisdom, raised a slender hand. "We should not rush into war. It is wise to understand the full extent of human capabilities before making any decisions. They have shown strength, yes, but we must learn what they truly want." A representative from the Sithari, a race known for their advanced technology, leaned forward. I have analyzed the Titan's performance. Its technology is impressive, but it is not invincible. We must unite our fleets and prepare to confront them together. The council chamber buzzed with voices. Many leaders were frightened by the potential of the Titan and its crew, but there were also voices of caution. We cannot afford to engage in a war without knowing our enemy, a Trinaxian delegate said. If humans seek peace, we should offer it. If not, we will prepare for battle. Vrax slammed his fist on the table. You do not understand. They have already defeated us once. Do you want to wait until they strike again? We must show them our strength before they grow even bolder. The discussions continued for hours. Each representative had their opinion, and the arguments grew heated. Some members called for an immediate show of force against the Titan, while others insisted on diplomacy. It became clear that the council was divided. Meanwhile, aboard the Titan, Captain Sarah Thompson and her crew monitored the council's discussions through their advanced communication systems. Sarah listened closely, her brow furrowed with concern. They are afraid of us, she said to her first officer, Lieutenant Kim. But we need to find a way to reach out to them. We cannot have a war with the entire galaxy. Kim nodded, recognizing the tension building. We should send a message to the council. Let them know we are willing to talk and find a peaceful solution. Sarah agreed. They prepared a message that would convey Earth's intentions. It was important to show the council that humanity was not there to conquer, but to coexist. Back in the council chamber, after hours of debate, the elder Iltharian finally spoke again. Let us take a vote. Should we send a message to the humans, inviting them to the council to discuss peace? The room fell silent as the delegates considered the proposal. One by one, they began to nod, recognizing the need for caution. The vote passed, and a sense of relief washed over many representatives. They had chosen the path of diplomacy, at least for now. As the council prepared to send a message to the Titan, Captain Sarah and her crew eagerly awaited their response. The message from the council arrived moments later, an invitation to discuss peace on neutral ground. With a mix of excitement and nervousness, Sarah accepted the invitation. This is our chance, she said to her crew. We must show the council that we are not a threat, but a potential ally. As the Titan adjusted its course toward the celestial spire, the galaxy held its breath. The fate of humanity and the stars depended on this meeting. Would the council see Earth as a friend or an enemy? Captain Sarah Thompson stood tall on the bridge, determined to make a lasting impression. The time for talk had come, and she would do everything in her power to ensure humanity's place among the stars. As the UNS Titan approached the celestial spire, Captain Sarah Thompson felt a mix of anticipation and anxiety. This was a pivotal moment for humanity. They were about to meet the leaders of the galaxy, and the outcome could shape Earth's future among the stars. The Titan docked at the spire, and Sarah gathered her crew for a briefing. We need to show them who we are, she said, her voice firm. Let's be respectful and clear about our intentions. We are not here to fight. We want to build alliances. Her crew nodded, determination evident in their expressions. As they made their way into the spire, they were greeted by an impressive sight. The council chamber was vast and filled with representatives from various alien races. The walls sparkled with stars, creating an atmosphere of wonder. The Galactic Council members sat around a large oval table, their eyes fixed on the humans as they entered. Commander Vrax and High Admiral Zethar were present, looking both curious and cautious. The atmosphere was tense as the council members awaited Sarah's words. Thank you for allowing us to come, Sarah began, standing tall in front of the assembly. We are here to discuss our future together. Humanity does not seek war. We want peace and cooperation with the galaxy. Vrax leaned forward, his sharp gaze piercing. You say you want peace, but your supercarrier has already defeated 2 of our fleets. What assurance do we have that you will not attack again? Sarah took a deep breath. We understand your fears, but our actions were not meant to provoke. We only defended ourselves against what we saw as an attack. We wish to explain our purpose. At that moment, the elder Iltharian spoke, his voice calm and wise. We must hear what the humans have to say. Let them explain their true purpose. The other council members nodded, indicating they wanted to listen. Sarah felt a wave of relief wash over her. Thank you. The truth is, we were once a species focused solely on our own planet. But as we explored space, we realized we are not alone. We discovered that there are other races with their own stories, strengths, and struggles. We want to learn from each other. The council members listened intently. Zethar raised an eyebrow. But what is your ultimate goal? Why should we trust you? Because we believe that together we can face greater challenges, Sarah replied earnestly. There are threats out there that endanger us all. If we do not unite, we risk falling to forces that do not care about our differences. We want to form alliances to protect our homes. Commander Vrax crossed his arms, still skeptical. And what makes you think we need humans? We have survived without you for thousands of years. We know that, Sarah said, holding her ground. But times are changing. We've seen powerful forces in the universe that could threaten every species, and we have technology that can help us fight back. The Titan is not just a weapon, it is a symbol of what humanity can contribute. We can share our technology and knowledge to strengthen our alliances. A quiet murmur swept through the room. The council members exchanged glances, considering Sarah's words. The truth was, they had never thought about uniting against a common enemy. They had been too focused on their own rivalries. Finally, the elder Iltharian spoke again. What you propose is ambitious. However, there is much we need to learn about each other. Trust must be built over time. Sarah nodded, grateful for the chance to continue the conversation. We understand. Let us start by sharing what we know. We can organize joint missions to face challenges together, starting with our knowledge of the galaxy's threats. Vrax uncrossed his arms, a flicker of respect crossing his face. Perhaps we should consider this. If there is a greater danger, we must prepare for it. The council members began to discuss the proposal, their voices mixing in a blend of curiosity and caution. Sarah felt hope blossoming in her chest. Maybe this was the beginning of a new chapter for humanity and the galaxy. As the discussions continued, she realized that the true purpose of their journey was not just to prove their strength, but to find a way to unite against the unknown threats lurking in the stars. And with that thought, she felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, determined to secure humanity's place in the galaxy. As the discussions in the council chamber continued, Captain Sarah Thompson felt a growing sense of excitement. The atmosphere had shifted from suspicion to curiosity, and she could see the leaders of the galaxy considering her words. This was a turning point for humanity. The Galactic Council agreed to form a committee to explore the idea of cooperation. They would gather information from Earth and the UNS, Titan, while also sharing their own knowledge. Sarah felt a surge of hope as the council members started to take notes and exchange ideas. Commander Vrax stood and addressed the room. We will form this committee, but we must also establish rules. Trust cannot be built overnight. We must be cautious. His voice held authority, and the members nodded in agreement. High Admiral Zethar added, Our first task should be to identify common threats. We have heard rumors of an ancient enemy, the Draxians, who have begun to stir in the outer regions of the galaxy. We must understand if they are indeed a danger. Sarah's heart raced at the mention of the Draxians. She had read about them in Earth's history books, an ancient race known for their ruthless conquest. We can share what we know about them, she said, eager to contribute. Our research teams have gathered data on various species, including the Draxians. Together, we can piece together a strategy. The council agreed, and discussions grew more animated. Sarah watched as representatives from different races began to share their knowledge and strategies. The mood in the room transformed from one of fear to one of collaboration. Ideas flowed like a river, and for the first time, Sarah felt they were on the brink of something remarkable. After hours of discussion, they formed a new alliance called the Galactic Unity Coalition. This group would work together to monitor threats and develop joint defense strategies. They agreed to hold regular meetings and share their resources. Sarah felt proud to be part of this moment. Humanity was no longer alone in the vast galaxy. As the council meeting concluded, Vrax approached Sarah. I did not expect this outcome, he admitted, his expression softened. You have proven that humans can be more than just a threat. We look forward to seeing how our collaboration unfolds. Thank you, Commander, Sarah replied, smiling. We are eager to show you what we can do together. After the meeting, the council arranged a tour of the Celestial Spire. They wanted to see the technology on the Titan and learn more about Earth's advancements. Sarah was excited to demonstrate their capabilities, and her crew was ready to impress. As they walked through the spire, Sarah pointed out various technologies and explained their uses. The aliens listened attentively, asking questions and sharing their own advancements in return. This exchange of knowledge brought them closer together. That evening, a banquet was held in honor of the new alliance. Representatives from each species shared food and drinks, and laughter filled the air. Sarah sat next to Zethar, who shared stories about the Krathan Empire's history. Sarah found herself captivated by the tales of ancient battles and triumphs. As the night went on, a sense of camaraderie formed. They were no longer just leaders from different planets. They were allies sharing a vision for a safer future. Sarah felt a bond growing between them, one that transcended their differences. As the banquet concluded, Commander Vrax raised a glass. "To new beginnings! May our alliance bring peace and strength to all our peoples." The council echoed his words, and Sarah felt warmth spread through her heart. In the days that followed, the Galactic Unity Coalition began to take shape. They worked together, pooling their resources and knowledge. Sarah felt a sense of purpose as she led her crew in joint missions, training alongside their new allies. With each passing day, humanity's role in the galaxy grew stronger. Sarah knew this was just the beginning. The universe was vast, and while they had faced challenges, they had also found allies. Together, they could confront the dangers that lay ahead. As Sarah looked out at the stars from the Titan, she felt a deep sense of belonging. Humanity was no longer isolated. They were part of something greater. A new era had begun, one filled with hope and possibility. Together, they would explore the galaxy, protect their worlds, and build a future where all species could thrive. And with that thought, Sarah knew they were ready for whatever adventures awaited them in the stars.